What's up everyone, and welcome back to the Bold and the Beautiful 24 official channel. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button today. Let's get started. What could go wrong on Liam's road to recovery on the Bold and the Beautiful? It hasn't ended yet. Liam could be on a slow road to recovery. This week's slow burn goes to Liam on the Bold and the Beautiful. He is on the slow road to recovery after he underwent an experimental procedure that has everyone questioning everything. At first, Liam was told that he had a mass in his brain that was incurable and inoperable. However, he was given a fresh start. Miracle treatment. Surprisingly, the procedure went well. Liam woke up afterward. He seems very similar to himself. He was going to get a personality change, according to B&B fans. However, that was not the case. Grace claimed that the scan was clear. The mass was 100% removed from his brain. However, because there is still fluid in the brain after surgery, it is frequently challenging to conduct a scan. How is that possible? Was this an impending miracle? Liam presumed he was going to die soon. He spent the past few months thinking about his impending death. However, he was given the chance to live once more. After he narrowly escaped death from Luna's gunshot, he changed his mind. Liam told Bill that he wanted to continue living. So, nosy Grace pulled Bill aside and informed him about the costly procedure that's still new in the medical world. Bill didn't care how much it cost. His son's life was priceless, according to him. Bill believes that it was the best $1,000,000 he ever spent. But could he end up being wrong? What possibilities exist? Liam is currently getting his rest while staying at Bill's. His recovery has not gone quite as smoothly as it should have. Once Liam gets out of bed, this could all change. He might find out that he is paralyzed all the way down to his waist. It is mind-boggling to consider that he underwent extensive brain surgery in just a few hours. It was the longest hours of Bill's life. However, it passed too quickly. During Liam's surgery, Grace and her enigmatic doctor may have caused damage to his brain. She performed the surgery on him. It's likely that Liam will have some complications following surgery. Even with Grace having flashbacks to when she got the $1 million, there's still something off about this situation. She appears to be guilty of something, but what exactly? We can't wait to find out. Liam isn't cure. Bill error makes things more dangerous. The Bold and the Beautiful document that Liam Spencer believes that his brain tumor is gone. Grace Buckingham, a good doctor, appears, however, to be following in the soapy footsteps of her dishonest ex-husband. The infamous Dr. Reese Buckingham robbed Hope Spencer and Liam Spencer of their newborn daughter before selling her off, Beth Spencer. As the audience notices, Beth made an appearance at her father's bedside along with her sister, Kelly Spencer, which implies a connection to the Reese storyline. Grace requested $1 million, which Bill Spencer digitally transferred to her. Through Grace's phone calls with an unknown party, viewers learned about her unidentified need for cash, which is why she made that request. Baby Beth Spencer is dead? Hope and Liam's decision to take a so-called baby moon to an island off the coast of California was one of the darker episodes in recent B&B history. A storm arose, and they were trapped in that setting, which enabled Reese's right into the show. Brady's character was indebted to bookies because of his gambling addiction. So, he claimed Beth died during childbirth, used a deceased infant's body, and presented that to Hope and Liam as their dead child. Reese took Beth and sold her to Taylor Hayes, now played by Rebecca Budig. Taylor trusted him and the story he told about a woman who supposedly couldn't keep her baby because she had just recently been involved with Reese. Flo Fulton later revealed that the woman was a member of the Logan family. Flo was Reese's girlfriend and was never pregnant. Bowden's character, who later became Wyatt Spencer's fiancée, went along with the ruse. As an aside, Flo was unceremoniously written out of the show a few years after that storyline, which remains unusual as her character had plenty of plot space to play. Naturally, the main character of Brooke's alter ego was written out of the show last year. In need of reparation, Bill Spencer getting Luna Nozawa pardoned was a genuine act of compassion. Bill bonded with Poppy Nozawa's daughter because Luna played into his dysfunctional childhood. Poor was Luna's upbringing. However, she used that as an excuse to commit multiple violent acts, including the murder of 2 people, along with Steffy Forrester Finnegan's kidnapping and intended murder. Luna's freedom eventually resulted in her shooting Sheila Carter Sharp and Liam. Sheila and Liam intervened when Luna tried to kill Steffy during the argument at Bill's beach house. Therefore, Bill accepted Grace's surprising claim that an experimental procedure could be used to extract Liam's tumor out of desperation to find redemption. The logic of Liam Spencer returns. Being convinced that he has defeated cancer naturally makes Liam feel elated. That result is confirmed by apparent medical scans. However, Dr. John Finn Finnegan's medical expertise raises natural doubt in his mind. As he seems to recover from the upbeat shock of this seemingly successful operation, Liam's mind will clear. Due to the convergence of numerous factors this summer, the audience anticipates the release of additional daytime shows. A clear explanation of the differences between Grace's claims and what took place during Liam's surgery ought to be one of them. On The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer's path to recovery has taken a surreal and tense turn that may appear miraculous on the surface but conceals shadows beneath the celebration. As Liam went from being told he was terminally ill to waking up after an experimental brain surgery that seemed to have cured and renewed him, fans waited with bated breath. The surprise. In the world of soap operas, nothing is always what it seems, and Liam's so-called miracle might just be the beginning of his worst nightmare. After months of anguish, fatalistic thinking, and emotional farewells, Liam had accepted the fact that a brain mass was going to end his life. It was inoperable, according to conventional medicine, and every moment he spent with his family felt like a goodbye. Then, a shocking turn occurred. Grace Buckingham arrived with an alternative. She offered a procedure that was not approved by the FDA, had few case studies, and had such severe risks that no reputable neurologist would consider using it. But desperation has a way of blurring judgment, especially for a father like Bill Spencer, who would pay any price to save his son. He did exactly that, giving Grace a cool $1 million without asking any questions. She assured them all the tumor could be removed, and Liam had a chance at life. The surgery was done. When Liam awoke, Grace announced success. But is it truly finished? When Grace announced that Liam's scan was clear and the tumor had been completely removed, there were a lot of questions. Finn, a trained and meticulous doctor, raised an eyebrow. The reliability of post-operative scans is well known, especially when taken while the brain is still swelling with fluid. It takes days, sometimes weeks, to get an accurate read. Grace's confidence? Strangely premature. That was the initial warning sign. The second came from Grace herself. She has been experiencing flashbacks, haunted by moments that suggest deception or guilt, despite her professional facade. The viewers are aware that Grace is not new to lying because she was married to Dr. Reese Buckingham, the man who once faked the death of Liam and Hope's baby Beth in a sick scheme to pay off gambling debts. Grace is now repeating the same behavior. She is in desperate need of money, calling secret contacts, and requesting exorbitant sums of money with little transparency. So, is Liam truly healed? Or is he part of yet another manipulative web spun by the Buckingham legacy? Despite being promising, Liam's recovery has been oddly slow. He sleeps often. Physically, he is weak. He hasn't walked since waking up. Although the doctors have attributed this to post-surgery fatigue, there is a persistent sense that something even more serious may be hiding. What if the surgery damaged motor functions? What if Liam can't walk? What if the tumor is still inside, and Grace simply lied about its removal? We already saw her accept a digital transfer of $1 million. No paperwork, no third-party verification, no second opinions. What if there was a scam here? What if Grace's experimental surgery was never meant to cure Liam, but to buy herself time, or cover for something more sinister? Meanwhile, there's more than just science at play. There's emotional fallout building beneath the surface. For months, Liam believed he would die. He lived with grief, guilt, and emotional acceptance of his fate. His mental health will suffer greatly if he hears suddenly that he has been cured. Trauma, identity, and the brain are just a few of the issues at play here. He's going to have questions, doubts, and possibly hallucinations. Fans of soap operas are aware that dramatic brain surgeries frequently result in personality shifts. Even though Liam resembles him, he may not be the man he used to be. He could become paranoid, obsessive, unstable. And if Grace faked the scan results, his symptoms could escalate until the truth can no longer be hidden. Finn's suspicions are key here. Finn is keeping a close eye because he is a doctor and a member of Liam's extended family. Grace's miracle does not appeal to him as readily. And when Liam's recovery slows, when his movements falter, when his headaches return or his behavior changes, Finn will dig deeper. That investigation has the potential to expose secrets Grace has worked so hard to cover up. It could also expose the entire operation. However, a deeper connection is at work, the ghost of Beth Spencer. This story is dominated by the child that Grace's ex-husband stole from Liam and Hope. Although Beth and Kelly's recent visit to their father's bedside may appear touching, it serves as a reminder of the trauma caused by Reese's deception for viewers who have been watching the show for a long time. Could Grace's current financial situation be a result of her previous involvement in that scheme? Could she have known more than she let on during the Beth saga? The return of these memories raises the stakes, especially if Liam begins to remember more or starts drawing parallels between then and now. His journey may reveal more than just medical malpractice. It may also reveal the truth about Grace's past, Reese's network, and the true cost of Beth's disappearance. Nick Marone, meanwhile, looms on the edge of this storyline. Even though his story is mostly about love, the consequences of Liam's surgery may intersect with Nick's. How is that possible? Was this an impending miracle? Liam presumed he was going to die soon. He spent the past few months thinking about his impending death. However, he was given the chance to live once more. After he narrowly escaped death from Luna's gunshot, he changed his mind. Liam told Bill that he wanted to continue living. So, nosy Grace pulled Bill aside and informed him about the costly procedure that's still new in the medical world. Bill didn't care how much it cost. His son's life was priceless, according to him. Bill believes that it was the best $1 million he ever spent. But could he end up being wrong? What possibilities exist? Liam is currently getting his rest while staying at Bill's. His recovery has not gone quite as smoothly as it should have. Once Liam gets out of bed, this could all change. He might find out that he is paralyzed all the way down to his waist. It is mind-boggling to consider that he underwent extensive brain surgery in just a few hours. It was the longest hours of Bill's life. However, it passed too quickly. During Liam's surgery, Grace and her enigmatic doctor may have caused damage to his brain. She performed the surgery on him. It's likely that Liam will have some complications following surgery. Even with Grace having flashbacks to when she got the $1 million, there's still something off about this situation. She appears to be guilty of something, but what exactly? We can't wait to find out.